There, you made it. There, you made it.
Fucking guy. Dude, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Come on, we gotta film.
Oh, shit.
Hey!
Oh shit. Did I go too far?
Dude, that's his bed, man. That's Joe's bed, bro.
Hey! I sleep on that! You're making my stuff dirty, man. I got that at Ross.
In my mind, I was like, I know I'm about to get fucked right now. And I opened the door.
Nobody go to the bathroom. Oh my god.
A UK medical practice texts a little oofy doofy for Christmas. So they mistakenly texted patients that they have aggressive lung cancer instead
Oh my god.
Merry Christmas.
Oh my god.
Dude, I could see how the misspelling is very easy on those two.
Autocomplete. You think autocomplete fucked them?
Yeah. Merry Christmas, aggressive lung cancer. Yeah, I could
Could be in there. It's like aggressive lung cancer, right? Like a Merry Christmas.
That's true. I mean, cancer and Christmas, pretty close.
Aggressive, a Merry.
Yeah.
Or he just accidentally, whoever was writing the text message, accidentally copy and pasted the wrong thing. And just sent it right away. When you get too cocky, press paste and then hit
That's too real. I think it makes more sense for somebody to be like, hey, you have aggressive lung cancer and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. At least it's a good ending.
Aggressive lung cancer, Happy New Year.
Wow, that's really good.
That's like that.
That was solid.
Flows out, yeah, flows up
You
again.
should do more accents.
Yeah.
Oh, we wish you a merry lung cancer. So I heard you had lung cancer.
Sean Connery?
I'm at a lung cancer, you say.
Right?
Well, some bad news. You've got cancer, but it's lung cancer. A little aggressive.
Australian.
No, South African.
Might not make it.
What are you talking about?
Australian.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
No, what are you guys talking about, dude? That's UK. That's the UK.
That's not UK.
That's the England.
That's Australia.
That's England.
That's Brooklyn.
baby.
So the mass text from Asker Medical Practice in Doncaster was sent out December 23rd,
Places like that.
the day before Christmas Eve. In it, the practice says the doctor asked the recipient to fill out a form DS 1500, which according to another UK hospital system is meant for people who have terminal illness to apply for benefits. The text also tells recipients they have been diagnosed with aggressive lung cancer with metastasis.
I wonder.
Metastasis?
I wonder if that went to the right scam-oriented person, they would capitalize on that before the correction was made somehow.
Oh, yes, there's my sue opportunity.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like get benefits from being. You know, when you're terminally ill and you have a life insurance plan, you can claim it.
2 words for you. One of them includes an apostrophe S. Ryan's wild.
Oh, I've heard that. I've heard that.
Ryan is wild.
So life insurance policies.
Hey, Ryan, if you didn't have a conscience, I think you'd be a pretty good criminal.
That's what I'm
Yeah, very
saying, dude.
Yeah, really good.
He's got the knowledge,
Yeah.
he's got the connections, he's got the know-how and the execution, he's got the look.
He's cool under pressure.
I'm just too flawlessly heterosexual.
Flawlessly.
But he has morales.
A lot of gay criminals today we've been talking about, by the way.
Morales?
You have morales.
That's the disease you have, Morales.
Yeah.
Oh.
It makes you be a stand-up human being. You have morales.
It makes you cut up reels instead.
You don't know what a morales is?
Makes you want to work on step-up.
Use my power for good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't do that. If you have a life insurance plan, terminal illness is considered dying. So you can cash it in before you die.
What? I didn't know that. How do you know this?
Because I got life insurance. And
Hey, but like if you survive, do you have to give it back? Because you're like, actually, second life.
We're like, Ryan, how do you know this? He's like, because I read my policy plan.
Because I have life
Ryan's
insurance
wild.
too, but I don't think I read it.
Do you think
Yo, I got health insurance. I never read it once.
Do you think that Ryan's deep morality is what made him burn through fucking red lights yesterday when he was trying to come here because he's late
5
and
minutes.
risking the
record time.
lives of thousands of motorized vehicle owners?
I turned Google Maps
People
into
with
a
family.
liar.
It said 5 minutes. You're like, okay, check this out. So I heard 2.
So later on in the day, a second text was received by patients asking to accept the center's sincere apologies because this has been sent in error. Our message to you should have read, "We wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year."
Except for you, Todd. You actually do have.
Yeah, you have metastasized shit. It's all metastasized all over the place.
Do you guys send Christmas cards? Like, we got from one family, it's a cute little couple, they just had a little baby, and then they're like, hey, can I get your address, Joe? And I was like, why? No one's asking me for my address. I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Oh, I know who asked.
Yeah.
They're the nicest couple in the world.
Yeah, it's one of our lovely friends that lives in Sacramento. And then, yeah, I got a Christmas card, and it was them. It was the cutest shit with the baby and all that. And I was like, yo, do people still do that shit? And you put it on the fridge?
Yeah, I still got a couple.
My brother did it. I got a buddy, my fantasy football league. He did it.
I get that from my high school friends.
There you go.
Yeah, I get that from people and stuff like that. Usually
got
with
one.
people with family.
Usually people who did it the right way.
But also, every year, they look a little sadder.
Interesting.
In my opinion.
They don't look as happy.
A little sadder.
Like in the beginning, it's a fresh new family with a baby.
What's this gonna be like? And then they're like, oh, I know what this is like. Oh. This is fucking intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
you can
those.
feel it. And they're standing in front of like a Christmas tree yard with an inflatable fucking Santa. And like there's just like something behind the eyes. Like I honestly think that
Chico.
I think that when you build a snowman and you put 2 stones in the eyes, those eyes are more earnest. Eyes I see in these photos
Those ones.
of these fathers who don't know what the fuck they got themselves into.
Yeah.
3 little tykes now.
Right? It's always the dude. It's the dude. It's the father in the photo, and it's like he's holding his kid. One is on his lap, one's on his shoulder, and stuff like that. And he's like,
And it's on account that I knew him before. I'm like, oh, buddy, I'm staring into the abyss.
That's why, like, as a photographer, you really have to look out for that.
Yes.
Like, if you're doing a family photo, you
as a photographer, you're like, hey,
Dad.
Pretend like you like your life. Come on.
Dad,
you gotta pull him aside and be like, hey, Richie, pull it together for this one.
Hey,
Just one shot.
I don't know if I got it in me.
Or else your wife's gonna email
hey,
me.
Richie, get together. What are you doing?
Oh, come on, here it comes.
Wake up, Richie.
shit.
Wake up, Richie.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jimmy. I don't know where I was.
I got lost for a second.
I was in my Corvette. I was 21 years old. I had it good. You gotta believe me.
Why did I do that?
I didn't look like this.
We was gonna open the club. We were gonna have the life, you know? You remember? Remember the life?
We were gonna open the club.
No, we weren't gonna open a club. We gave up on that years ago. We're talking about Jimmy. Can you tell me he hasn't watched It's a Wonderful Life in the last 2 weeks?
Richie.
Fucking 4. Yeah, so
Failed lives.
yeah, they apologized to the roughly 8,000 patients.
8,000?
Yeah, and they recognized the excellent feedback that they are receiving from patients regarding telephone consultations afterwards.
Excellent.
You love how they fucking melt it all, like they gotta pivot it all. 'Cause it's
Dude, I'll say this. Maybe this is just my ignorance, but if you are a hospital, is that what this is, or a clinic? Do you really need to send Merry Christmas text to your fucking...
Yeah, how about
Hey,
the
at
risk
least they
ain't
didn't-
worth it?
At least they didn't cop out and say Happy Holidays.
Yeah. They double down.
But
right?
maybe when they do that, you feel like, oh, they like me. They care about me.
No, for sure, and I understand
that?
that's why they do it. But then it's like, but then you say you guys all have lung cancer. Like that's rough.
Someone typed the wrong shit.
Someone typed the wrong shit.
I will say though,
job.
on a very, very large and unfortunate fuck up on something like that, if all 8,000 patients like were able to kind of like forgive and like laugh it off, that must be a really cool community.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good point.
And then there's that one bitch that's
Yeah, very
fucking
non-American.
Well, one guy was like, at first I thought, is this some kind of sick joke? Because I only went in there for leg x-rays. And I'm like, I got lung cancer. That's fucking,
How did they see that?
that's fucking bonker balls.
Somebody's like, man, I thought I just had an STD. Like, what the fuck is going on?
So I was like, man, I knew I should have moved out of LA.
Another woman said, who asked not to be named, she's like, yeah, I was pretty fucking worried after this shit. Because her and some of her family members went in for chest issues.
Oh shit.
So then they got that. So
Yeah, when it's close to home versus confusing. Ooh.
Like, I thought my Achilles tendon was kind of whack. Like, I got lung cancer. But then this chick is like, oh, I had chest issues. So then she's like, oh, fuck, I might be fucked. But then they rang the doctors, were put on hold as usual. And then she's like, I walked around, I live around the corner, and there were like a bunch of other people who were already there who got the same test result. She's like, everyone got fucking lung cancer results in the same
It's like
day.
showing up with the same outfit. You're
Yeah.
just mad.
Exactly.
Or it's like Aaron Brockovich, where it's like something was in the water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's something that you could have had that receiving a lung cancer aggressivo text would be a relief?
AIDS?
Okay.
Straight to AIDS.
So what else is on the...
They both seem like there's only one road to go.
Yeah. Dude, cancer's pretty fun.
Thanks, Joe, for doing the tier 3 of the Herald before we finished.
I know, but how you gonna hide it from that, baby? Let's go.
If it was terminal regardless, I'd probably rather die of lung cancer than like testicular cancer.
Really?
If it was terminal regardless,
Oh, but when testicular cancer is terminal, is it the...
do you just remove it?
Yeah.
Bone marrow cancers.
Oh, that's a sad... That's
Okay, then that, something like that.
You know, some terms are confusing because we're like trying to get health insurance for Taika seizures and stuff. And I was talking to a lady, he's like, oh, so does your son have ED? And I was like, erectile dysfunction? But it stood for something else. He's like, no. It stood for something else for kids. I was
You
like,
told me my 4-year-old can't get boners.
I was like, what the erectile dysfunction?
And you got to do this while you ask.
Should I be worried?
How what she said, and I was like,
You're like, you better not be talking about. He is not a limp dick bitch, right?
Why
Doc,
do
you
you
gotta
know
tell me-
he can't get boners?
You're telling me to an asshole, doc.
he passes out it whenever he wants, but he can get it up, all right?
Roll.
Have you ever had any doctors go, hey, is he faking it?
Is Taika faking it?
You ever had a doctor go, he could be faking it. You know?
That's right, splashing water.
Jersey guy.
There's a context to that bit that people don't know about because Taika's a little bit of a faker.
Yeah.
He's a fucking troll.
People
when he
think that
smiles like
Brian's
this?
being mean.
He's a troll, dude.
No, because you know doctors will say they do that to women a lot. Like when women come in with
Yeah.
something like they'll go, it's fine, hysteria. I diagnosed it.
You know what this motherfucker? So when we're about to leave the house at like around 6, we always bring the medication because his medication's at 6:45, 7, right?
Yeah.
We had some friends in town, so we took him to go eat closer to the strip, and then it was like 5:30, and then we didn't realize it was gonna be like a long line, and then we're like, me and Joe look at each other like, holy fuck, it's 6. So we haven't sat down yet. He's gonna need his medication. So I'm like, Taika, come with me. We have to go back and get your medication. So we drive back. As we're driving back, I was like, oh fuck, it's getting close. Taika's sitting next to me, and he's like this. He goes, Dad, look, my hand, it's going limp, like he's Cinderella. He's like, look, uh-oh. But he's not. He's just pretending, you know. He's not really like about to go into full on seizure. But the fact that he knows like what it is, and he's like, I can't control it. I can't control it.
That's so funny, dude.
Jerk.
And he's fucking 5, dude.
That's so funny.
For example, it was like Thanksgiving, like 1996 or some shit, and I was a kid, and I was like, God damn it, I fucking hate pumpkin pie. And my mom's like, you have to eat it. We've got the pumpkin pie. You gotta eat it. And then I was like, I'm not eating fucking pumpkin pie. Fuck pumpkin pie. So I go into the bathroom, and then I'm like, okay. I'm leaning over the toilet. I'm like, I'm gonna think of shit. I'm gonna think of poop. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep thinking about poop. And then I'm trying to make sure I'm loud enough, right? I turn off the fan, right? Because I was like, oh, that's too loud. Because like the kitchen's like right next to the bathroom. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna think about poop. I'm like, ooh, what if poop had pumpkin pie? And I was like, and then I actually made myself throw up.
After eating the pumpkin pie?
No, before.
So you don't have to eat it.
And I was like, I'm not feeling good. I can't eat the pumpkin pie. And my mom's like, fine.
That's how much you hate pumpkin
I
pie.
hate
That's how messy you are.
It's fine now.
That's fucking talented that you were just thinking about.
You are Lee Strasberg himself.
Thank you. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Ooh, what if the pumpkin pie?
I was waiting for Taika to be like, oh no, it's happening. Oh, that would
I'm like, Taika, you see your fucking medication? I'm throwing it down the drain.
That's the drawback to having a kid so elite in his sense of humor. Yeah. It's like ahead of its time. You shouldn't be knowing how to do that yet.
No, he's got the right dad for it, you know? Somebody else who also has the same level of intelligence, you know?
By the way, his age will catch up to his sense of humor, and then it won't look that impressive.
Laugh it up while you can.